Here I am with my latest funky junk bass. It's an old Fernandes precision bass from the early 80s. I believe it's a FPB60. But when I got it, it had been severely defaced. It looked like a toddler had taken a rag and some black paint and just attacked it with it. And a pack of, I don't know, dogs or something had tried to take the frets out with their teeth. And then the toddler had refilled it or something with some, I don't know, Play-Doh. Terrible. But what I did was I got the paint stripped off of it, all the horrible black paint stripped off of it, rekeyed it quickly with the sound. I didn't spend much time on it because, it's technically a junk bass, and I don't want to spend more than a day on each of these. So I spent a day stripping it and repainting it. So the paint job on this is in a seafoam green. It's not top lacquered or anything, so it's not a perfect finish, as it were, but it's functional, it's nice, and it looks good. It looks good enough, You'll notice the imperfections and stuff, but yeah, certainly a damn sight better than it was before. And for the money, I think, I've put a full day's work into it. I've put my Funky Junk emblem on there, a little badge and the inset, and Rescue Bass stamped on there as well. So that's that was a little bit of work too, and I had to sand down the fretboard. Yeah, so anyway, I was playing that riff. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll lay that down as a loop, just demonstrate this to you. Let's get it. Okay, I'll get this. So I'll lay that down with the tone up. Alright, and then what I'll do is I'll go with the tone down. And I'll just play the bass line. There we go. That's quite sweet, isn't it? There we go. It's got a nice warm sound. The pickups are not the original pickups. They're not the Fernandes pickups. These are DiMarzio pickups. It was quite common for people to upgrade in the 80s to DiMarzios. I've had quite a few basses come in with DiMarzio pickups installed instead of the standard ones the Fernandes issued. Although I think the standard ones are really good. They're hot too, but these are maybe a little bit hotter. Let's get a melody. So there's that melody line with the tone down. Let's go with the tone halfway up and just play that. So it's quite sweet, and then all the way up. Whoops. So you can hear that, I mean, it plays, it functions, which is the whole point of functional junk, as it were. It has a couple of issues, like here on the 17th fret, it's not really on the D string, it's bumming out. I think there's a twist in the neck, unfortunately. Or it might just be because we had to sand the fretboard down, that it's not perfectly done. Yeah. Also, we tested the truss with the strings off, and it was operating fine. And we put the strings on under tension. Just pulled it out a little bit. So there's a bit of a permanent forward bow there. Maybe with lower tension strings it would be better. These strings are mid tension. Yeah. So I mean, it's not a bad bass though. I mean, we're not charging much for it either, considering the labor we put in. The truth is that it was bought it in as junk because it's got good parts. Tuning pegs are great, fantastic tuning pegs. They're just as good as the Godot Resolites. And the bridge here is, that's a nice bridge. It's just your standard one slot barreled vintage style bridge. It's operating just fine. The pickups, like I said, they're Damasio. So there you've got some nice parts. The body is great. Of course, I refinished it, and like I said, it's not a professional finish, but it's a finish which nonetheless looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there you go. It's functional. Yeah, I mean, it plays. And it's lightweight. This is about 3.9 kilograms. It doesn't dive, you know. So there's all these things that it's got going for it, but it's not ideal. That I'll admit, and we're, as a result, selling it as it is, and I'm not asking much for it. I mean, I put in a full day's work on this. I spent some money on materials and stuff and getting it done. So you know, I'm putting it up for 30,000 yen, and that's what I would like to get for it. Just as it is. What you see is what you get. And it's not bad though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it actually. It feels. It's not the ideal action. It's at 2mm. Would possibly go lower with some maybe lighter gauge and lower tension strings. Might be able to get the neck to flatten out a bit more with lower tension. But that's it. It's the funky junk precision bass. It's an old Fernandes FPB60 from the early 80s, and it's just going up as it is. Thanks a lot for watching.